In 1981, a quiet community in Kansas became the setting for a disturbing crime that began with a secret relationship and ended in tragedy. At the center of the story was a woman named Melinda Raisch. From the outside, Melinda appeared to live a normal married life with her husband, David Harmon. They lived together and seemed like an ordinary couple, but behind closed doors, their marriage was falling apart. Melinda had grown unhappy and felt trapped in a relationship she no longer wanted. Instead of choosing divorce, she began a secret relationship with another man named Mark Mangelsdorf. At first, the relationship was hidden. Friends and neighbors had no idea that Melinda was living a double life. Melinda and Mark became deeply involved with each other. They began imagining a future together, but there was one major obstacle standing in their way: David Harmon. Rather than ending the marriage peacefully, Melinda and Mark began discussing another solution. Investigators later revealed that the two had made plans to remove David from their lives permanently. The secret plan slowly developed over time. The couple believed that if David was gone, they could start a new life together. For a while, everything remained hidden. No one suspected what was being planned behind the scenes. Then one night in 1981, events took a tragic turn. David Harmon was attacked in his own home. Emergency services were contacted, but David did not survive. At first, the situation appeared confusing. Investigators worked to understand what had happened. But as police began their investigation, inconsistencies started to appear. Questions were raised about Melinda's story. Detectives soon discovered the secret relationship between Melinda Raisch and Mark Mangelsdorf. The investigation began to focus on the possibility that the crime had been planned. Evidence slowly pointed toward a conspiracy. Police uncovered information suggesting that Melinda and Mark had worked together. As the case developed, the truth began to emerge. The quiet town was shocked to learn that the crime had grown out of a secret affair. What had looked like a normal marriage had been hiding serious problems. Melinda Raisch and Mark Mangelsdorf were eventually arrested. During the trial, prosecutors explained how the relationship between the two had led to a deadly plan. The jury heard how the affair had turned into a conspiracy. The case revealed the emotional tension that had existed for months before the tragedy. In the end, both Melinda Raisch and Mark Mangelsdorf were found guilty for their roles in the crime. The case became known as one of the most shocking relationship crimes in the region. For many people, the story served as a reminder of how secrets and betrayal can lead to devastating consequences. The quiet life Melinda once had was gone forever. What began as an unhappy marriage ended as a true crime story that people still remember decades later. Behind the headlines was a story of deception, hidden relationships, and a decision that changed multiple lives forever. Some true crime stories involve strangers, but the most disturbing cases often involve people who once trusted each other, and in this case, trust was broken in the worst possible way.